State. Hi, I'm Brian Kish, and this is my red chair for Red State, a movie from 2011 directed and written by Kevin Smith of Clerks fame. You may recognize that movie or a couple others as being very It's been on my list of movies to review for a while, so here we go. So I don't really want to get into too many specifics without giving away the plot here, but I'll try and work my way around that anyway. Basically the movie is about these three teenagers who get captured, and they're made examples of by this crazy religious cult. The head pastor is played by Michael Parks, who you may remember from some of the Quentin Tarantino movies recently, but I know most of you know him from Then Came Bronson. Pretty early on in the movie, and one thing that's always up for discussion about this movie in particular is this one long set piece featuring Michael Parks as the pastor, and it's his basic introduction scene, and we sort of see what kind of character he is. As I said, it goes on for a very long time. Kevin Smith likens it to a guitar solo in the middle of a show. I've noticed that when I don't know what else to do with my hands, I tend to do this. So you got Michael Parks doing his thing. John Goodman comes in the movie. I really like the scene that introduces him. It's one long, straight-on shot. Oh, look, there's Kevin Pollak. Oh, alright. Hey, there's Stephen Root from News... Dead. There's definitely an air of comedy behind the movie. I mean, besides the fact that Kevin Smith made it, it seems like some of the people in it have an appreciation for comedy. And when there are those few jokes in there that makes them hit even more hard. There seem to be echoes of Clerks still reverberating in this movie. For example, in that introduction scene of John Goodman, we see this caption, 4:47 a.m., very much like all those captions you see in the Clerks movie, as well as the fact that the whole movie pretty much takes place in one time span, one day, more or less. Definitely an important part of the movie is the acting and how good it has to be, and almost completely great acting. But, for example, there's one scene that didn't work for me where John Goodman's talking to this sort of rookie cop, and he's just completely chewing the scenery. In fact, there's a few moments where we're sort of taken out of the reality of the situation, the suspension of disbelief, if I'm even using that correctly. Oh, the refrigerator just turned on. Moments like that take me out of the movie, and there's also times where I guess like John Goodman's character in particular is sort of saying very Hollywood lines. Simple, just shit itself. And more to that point, it loses a little bit of credibility for me when they start naming specific names, like, no, this isn't the same as the Westboro Baptist Church and Fred Phelps, but their signs that they're holding look very much like it, and he kind of resembles Fred Phelps, so it's in the same world as Westboro Baptist Church, so this is supposed to actually exist, but it's not the same. I can say positively, though, I really like some of the shots in this movie. I can't really show too many of them because it'll, again, be giving away plot points and stuff, but there's some really beautiful shots in here that you really would not expect from Kevin Smith. Usually it's just boom, straight on shot. This one, the camera's moving around on a dolly. He's got that, you know, really intense thing where it's like somebody running in their face, like, you know, it's all in there. So yeah, ultimately I liked the movie. The more I watched it, I enjoyed it a little bit more and picked up on little things. There's a lot of foreshadowing, for example, in the first few minutes. They almost overdo it a little bit. I could definitely recommend it, whether or not you've seen any of Kevin Smith's movies or not. I recommend Clerks, and if you haven't seen the Clerks TV show, it is fucking hilarious, and it reminds me of classic era Simpsons, so that's definitely praise from me. Well, that's it for Red State. The feds are actually surrounding my house right now. Stay something.